Buddy, before we get into this morning's update, we need to go over a quick overview of what's going on across the markets, and things are looking pretty bearish to start the morning. Bitcoin fell under a very critical 28,800 support. As I said, short-term bullishness only happens if we can get over 30,000 and hold that 28,800 level. Currently this morning, Bitcoin's at 28,668. So we failed to hold the 28,800. And this morning, if we come up for a rejection, this could be a major rejection and the start of a very big downfall. XRP's in the same boat. It's under the 475 level. XRP currently sits at the 0.4668 level, so well below the 475 resistance. That puts us in the very bearish territories, so we need to pay very close attention this morning. I'm going to ask for a favor. If you hit that motherfucking like button, that'll push me through the analytics, and share this to somebody who has not seen my content on social media. This is most likely the most important update I've put out, probably in the better part of 2 months, because if we get a rejection here this morning, this is going to signal us to a much bigger drop, and Bitcoin's next target would be about 25,194 if we lose this underneath channel support. And I'll show you everything you need to know after the intro. Once again, make sure you hit that motherfucking like button, as we need to get down to business, and I'll catch you on the other side of the intro. Good morning, 8:57 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Monday, May 1st, 2023. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So I decided to do this update outside because I didn't feel like doing it inside. I wanted to stand outside, enjoy nature. We should all enjoy nature every once in a while. XRP down 0.91%, but I'm going to start with Bitcoin so I can show you this critical fall. We look like we put on a gigantic bear flag. It looks like a Batman top. We came up and pretty much triple topped up there around 30,000. And now we've come back below a very critical support level, as we've talked about. That 28,800 is absolutely vital. We came back down, and now if we come up and get rejected here, and we've had a death cross in the 1 hour time frame confirmed now. So if you're just watching, we've had a 1 hour death cross in the 1 hour time frame on Bitcoin. And now if we get a rejection at 28,800, that's a signal for our next drop. And that would be a pretty substantial one from up here down to the bottom of this channel. That's a 4.27% drop. We lose 27,550, and that would signal a drop all the way down to 25,194, which is another 9% on top of that. So this could be better, words of 13 to 15% drop on Bitcoin, assuming we were to get a rejection at 28,800. So that is very critical this morning. You must watch this. Tune out all the bullshit on YouTube. Tune out all the people who say we're in a bull market and this is just a correction. Tune out all those people, because I put an update out yesterday. Watch my very last update. I talked about short coverings and that this looks exactly like nothing more than short coverings. So now we look at Bitcoin. If we get a rejection at 28,800, that would confirm the death cross in the 1 hour time frame and signal a drop down to 27,000, approximately 27,500 right here. And then if we lose 27,550, if we lose 27,550, that signals roughly a 9% farther drop to 25,194. Nothing more, nothing less. Don't get confused in this market, because this is exactly what's going on, and I'm going to tell you it straight and transparently. XRP fell below that critical 475 support. We talked about if at any point if we fell below that and got a confirmation, that would signal a drop down, not just to 4404, but I believe we will come back down to this downtrending support. Now it's down at about the 425 level. So a rejection up here at 475, I believe XRP in the short term would come back down to the 425. Now, if this is a fake out, which it's looking very hard to believe it's a fake out this morning, because as I talked yesterday, we had a bearish divergence when it came to volume and price action on Bitcoin, cryptos, XRP. It was a very noticeable bearish divergence as the price action continued to rise, but the volume continued to crash. Eventually, when you get to the top, and 30K seems to have been a top now, just like for XRP, that 485, 486 level seems to have been a top. We can't seem to get back over there. So now it becomes a very urgent warning this morning. If Bitcoin gets rejected at 28,800 and XRP gets rejected at the 475, we've got substantial drops coming in the market. The next drop for XRP from 475 will be around that 44 cents. then the 432, and ultimately the 425. We break the 425, we come back within that descending triangle in the bottom of that first pattern, would be about the 36 cent 359 level. And then if we had to with XRP, now that we're breaking back into this channel, because you see up here, we hit the downtrending resistance at about 53.5, 54 cents, came back down and around, and now we never were able to come back up and reconfirm that dead spot up here at the 508. Instead, we're just consolidating, and now it looks like we're breaking down. If we get a rejection here at that 475, we're in the short term going to come back down to 40 cents and ultimately that 35 cents. But these are the all-time patterns here. You start breaking some of these, it gets real dicey. You break this 35 cents, you come all the way back down to the 18.9, 19 cents. I've shown these patterns for a long time. While we were doing a little bullish, I tried to show everybody the bullish side of things, but I told everybody very fluently, Bitcoin doesn't get back over 30,000 and loses 28,800. XRP doesn't get back over 494 and ultimately 50 cents and loses the 474 as resistance. This is going to be a very big drop in crypto, and it looks like we're starting the very first steps of the bear flag. But in case it's a fake out, remember those levels that I talked about, those synonymous levels. Bitcoin gets back over 28,800, maybe it can try to run back up to 30K. XRP gets back on top side of 475, maybe it can push 50 cents again. But right now we're looking ultra bearish, and I don't want anybody to get caught in this market because there's a lot of naysayers, there's a lot of people that are telling you we're in a bull market, even though this is nothing more than short coverings in a bear market rally. It's prototypical. That's why you're not seeing the extreme surges of volume. And just like I called out over the weekend, I said we're either going up to 1.188 for a rejection, or we're going to go all the way up to the 1.248 and get the triple top or quadruple top up there. Well, what happened? We formed another Batman top at the 1.188, and we got a firm rejection, came back down, like I said, below the 1.157. I even said when I put it out there that that wouldn't matter. It would likely come all the way back down to the 1139 before we make up our next choice. And now it looks like if we fall through here, we're coming down to 1.095 in a very quick and swift fashion. You lose that is where it starts to get a little dicey, but there's a few supports underneath, so pay very close attention this morning. And the DXY, we'll end it here, is at 101.632. We are, like I've said, it looks like we have an inverted head and shoulders here. And unlike crypto, we've had a golden cross in the 1 hour. We've had a golden cross trying to confirm in the 2 hour time frame. Simultaneously, crypto has a death cross confirmed in the 1 hour. In Bitcoin, there's a death cross confirmed. So pay very close attention to that with Bitcoin and XRP. If you want to trade like I do, if you're looking to trade XRP in the USA or abroad, or your favorite cryptos, in the video description below and or pinned comments, I have MEXC and or BitGet. You can futures trade up to 250x the market, longing or shorting the market, and there's no spot fees on the buy and sell, which is why I use them myself. And then if you want to send a donation via Cash App, you want to send XRP, or you want to join Tom's Army, which is the most important thing of all, if you want to show support and pay it forward, that's all in the video description below and or pinned comments. What I want you to pay attention to this morning, once again, does the DXY get up to 102.605? Does Bitcoin get back on top of 28,800? Or do we signal what this death cross is already telling us, that Bitcoin is about to have a major drop? If we lose 28,800 with the rejection here, as we've already below, but if we get rejected here, that's a very big signal that we might be coming down to that 27,550 and ultimately the 25,194. And then with XRP, pay attention to that 475 level as we're well below it right now. We're trending up to that 468 level. If we get a rejection at anything under that 475 and break down, the next thing on tap is going to be around that 44 cent level to try to hold that. Underneath that, we've got 432, and then all of a sudden, right underneath that, we've got the descending triangle that we broke out of at 425 now in the downtrending resistance. You fall back into that, you've got a big nightmare transferring. So when everybody keeps telling you we're in a bull market, you better understand that you need to understand who you can trust, and these are the people you weed out. The people that are telling you we're in a bull market but don't understand what a bear market rally is and don't understand what short coverings are. And I'm not talking about short selling. Go watch that video last night. I'm talking about real short coverings. When somebody puts in a short and then they end up not in the money and they end up, down a little bit, then they end up selling it, and then you get these parabolic spikes, which is what happened. That could all be over now. We need to pay attention to the levels I put out before you. And make sure you hit that like button, as it really does help push me through the analytics. Hit that motherfucking like button and share this with somebody who's never seen it. Hashtag be better, do better. Hashtag FUD assassins. And remember, help one person each and every day, because if I don't do my part and you don't do your part, what the hell is the point in this journey and trying to navigate through this crypto market, this manipulated market, and all these social media influencers that don't have your best interests at heart, are just trying to make an easy buck?